I got Chloe finally. I was able to catch her. And we had a good night's sleep. She slept in the bed with me. Hope everybody is doing okay this Monday morning, September 30th. Coming to you from Udelia, Georgia. Or Udelia, Georgia. About 30 minutes to Perry, Florida, where the big Georgia State Fair is every year. And we're about an hour and a half from Hahira, where we live. Um, we went down and had breakfast this morning, and that was nice. They had a computer in that lunch or breakfast area, so I tried to get on it because my computer is not letting me get on my YouTube channel, so I'm having to deal with the tablet and the phone. Anyway, I couldn't get on there either. So unfortunately for right now, this is what I'm limited to. I was able to get that video put together and out yesterday, but I couldn't put any sound. Couldn't do a voiceover or add a song or anything. So, but you can see the pictures. You can see the devastation everywhere. I got a message from Georgia Power this morning saying that, hang on, Chloe. Hang on, baby. Saying that our estimated repair time is Friday, October 5th at 10 p.m. So we have the room here until Saturday morning at 11. And so hopefully we'll get a notification from Georgia Power saying it's back on, and then we'll go on home. If it's not back on, my sister will extend our stay here however long is necessary. So, oh, we were in the breakfast this morning, and a couple of people came in that had on volunteer shirts, and they work for a company that goes to the homeowners and offers cleanup help. They will tarp your roof. They will pick up debris, cut trees down, whatever you need to have done. So we did get that phone number, and it's like a volunteer database your name gets put into. And then it could be several different volunteer organizations that might be the one that comes to help you. Anyway, we did get that number. So if anybody is in the area of Hurricane Helene and you are a homeowner and you have any of those types of damages that you need some help, let me know. Email me at 0821 peace@gmail.com, and I will give you this number so that you can get in touch and get your name in the database to get you some help. We also met some people from Douglas, Georgia, and they live in a pecan orchard, and they lost 17 pecan trees. And the teenager, the young lady, she lost her home, so it must have been a mobile home. But anyway, they're here all the way from Douglas, Georgia. So it's very widespread and a lot of damage everywhere. I saw a video this morning from North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. There were cars flipped on their side, flipped completely upside down. And they got a lot of rain from it, so they're having a lot of flooding. All right, Chloe, you can get down. Here, you want part of this? Huh? You want part of this that I didn't eat? Here we go. That's going to make a big mess. And maybe she'll clean up the crumbs. Anyway, so It's really widespread and just a lot of devastation. You guys can see Dave's head bopping around behind me. He's on the internet doing something, I don't know what. Um, anyway, on a positive note, um, the room was very comfortable. The bed was comfortable. The air conditioning worked great. So we were able to rest and relax. Didn't we, Chloe? Huh? Chloe slept in the bed with me.
Yes, we did.
And
Did you say my name?
yeah, I was saying we slept good.
The air conditioner worked almost too well.
And I said, I'll take the bed next to the air conditioner so I won't be too hot. And it was a good thing because he was all bundled up and under the covers.
I'm going to ask for a couple extra blankets tonight.
Mm. I keep thinking housekeeping will come around soon. I got the dirty towels and the trash gathered up to give them.
You were in the room for the laundry today. You could have snagged it.
Well, that's true. I went looking for the laundry, and I found their laundry room where they do their sheets and towels and stuff. And then I found where the public is allowed to do their laundry.
They didn't even come to see who came in their back door, did they?
They weren't in there yet.
No, I'm saying, but that front office connects to that. I'm satisfied. Because there was a door there I could see in.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there was or not. Anyway, let's see if I can get chat up. I don't think anybody's chatting right now. Hello, live chat.
Asheville that's flooded is home to the Ingles Grocery Store Corp.
Okay. Ingles. We don't have Ingles in Georgia. At least not in South Georgia. We may have some in North Georgia. So, good morning, good morning. We got 6 people in here. Good morning. Hi from Eudelia. I don't even think I'm saying it right. Eudelia, Georgia. Somewhere between Valdosta and Perry, Georgia. Yes, Chloe. That's the dog, Chloe. She very, very noisy this morning. Clean up those crumbs now. She's eating half of a muffin. Yeah, when I saw that was a text from Georgia Power, I got excited thinking, maybe they're saying our power's back on, but no, not going to be on until after Friday. So we will be here all week. Yes, we will. We will be here all week. Ooh. Templin Acres. Good morning. Welcome. Creative Soil. Hi, how are you doing? All right, let's see. All right, there you go, Templin Acres. I got you a blue wrench coming. Creative Soil, we have been through it. Hurricane Helene. Devastation everywhere. This has hit Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, and possibly a little bit in Alabama. I'm not sure. I heard that mentioned on one of the videos I watched, but I'm not 100% sure. And there is another hurricane in the Gulf. Could come the same exact path. And if it does, I don't think South Georgia can handle it. We already have so many emergency workers, linemen for the Mississippi, and just all around. Every state has damage, so it's like the people that normally come down, to help out in the south, they're affected, so they can't come. So it's really going to be a long process to get things cleaned up, get things back open. There's so many roads closed because the power lines are actually hanging down on the ground. Creative Soil said, nice and cool here, waiting to go town. My son lives in Florida. Nothing, no damage, didn't even lose power. Wow, he was very lucky. And Templin Anchor says, all of the photos I have seen just make my heart ache. Hi, Melinda, how are you doing? We are in a motel, because it is so bad where we live. Power is out. Will probably be out until the end of the week.
Housekeeping's all about now.
Okay, good. Well, they knock on the door. We will give them the trash and get some new towels. What? What is it, my girl? She's like, I want more of that muffin I had. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can give myself a thumbs up too. There we go. So it was so bad that, and my phone is having trouble charging. And so I was trying to get my phone to charge up. I had no internet, of course. Even my data plan on my phone was not working. Oh, thank you, Mocha. Have a good day at work. I'm a lot better now that I got some sleep last night and some cool air. Being able to stay in a hotel is such a luxury, and we toughed it out. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We made it almost 4 days before we said, we need some relief. But as I was saying, we drove around the car trying to get a signal to even be able to, oh, my Cash App? Miss Betty. Let me find it for you. By all means. Hold on one second. It's $E Curtis 1963. I'll put that in the chat. Let's see. Let me do it in this one. $E Curtis. There it is, Betty. It's $E Curtis 1963. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, Jonathan. How are you doing? This has been an experience. I mean, I just thank God that we were not injured. The only physical damage at our actual apartment was on the patio. Um, and it was really funny because trash blew. I had a little first aid kit that had been in the car, and I had set it on the table on the patio and just never carried it into the house. So, of course, it got picked up and blown and thrown all through the yard. And so Dave comes in and he says, the trash blew all the way from the dumpsters, and it's all along the side of the wall, but it's not our trash.
Oh, yes, it was.
I said, oh, really? Is it on the side of the patio? And I said, along with all the flower pots that blew? And he was like, yes. And I said, no, that's my first aid kit. Those are Band-Aids. And
Why was it outside?
because I had taken it out of the car and I had left it on the porch instead of taking it in the house.
Shame on you.
So, yeah, it was not good. So, of course, I had to go with the my grabber stick thing, and I had to pick all that up. We had several flower pots. Our apartment's on the end.
So did I pick you up?
On the end of a building on the first floor, and right next door to us is the retention pond with a big fence around it. So a lot of my plastic flower pots blew up against the fence and got stuck under the fence, but a lot of them got broken too. But it's okay. Oh, I got it, Betty. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
What was it?
She sent us a cash app.
Well, thank you. Oh, tell them about the postal service in the surrounding.
You know, I need to put it in there, especially right now, because people might give me a cash app, knowing that we're in this situation. Good morning, Gail. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to add it into my description
Come here, Chloe.
if I can. This
You're inside, and they're outside.
this being only limited in how I can access everything, it's hard. But yes, you're right. Pennies add up, and like I said, we are going to have to do laundry, and because just about everything we had was already dirty at the house. So we brought what clean clothes we had, and then we have dirty clothes we need to wash. So at least we get free breakfast here, and it wasn't bad. There was yogurt, muffins, of course, coffee and juice. What do you call them? Bagels, cream cheese, cereal, oatmeal, instant grits. It wasn't the perfect thing for me to eat with very little protein. But it was free, so it was okay. Yes, Gail, we're in a hotel. We went about an hour and a half north of where we live. My sister was very kind and generous and paid for us to get a room to stay the week, because our power is not going to be on until late Friday night, if that. Probably not till Saturday. The dog is doing great. You can hear her barking. If you rewind back to the beginning of this video, I was actually seeing her holding her for a few minutes. What is it called? Is coming around, and she can hear that, so she's barking at housekeeping. Let me give her some of this. This bagel's getting too tough for me to eat, so we'll let her have it. There you go, baby. Yes, Gail, we still have no power, no internet. Total devastation in our town and the next town over, my daughter's town. Very few things are open. Most everything is taking cash only. So that's not good. But that's one thing I would definitely say with the with being prepared is to have cash available. Batteries, flashlights, a small grill, charcoal, lighter fluid. Okay, Chloe. What is this? Oh.
Don't ask.
Don't ask why you're laughing.
Don't ask what I'm laughing at.
Okay. I won't ask. Okay. That's right. Even $20 would have helped, you know. And always, if you know a storm is coming, even if it's not a hurricane, even if it's just going to be a bad thunderstorm, snowstorm, anything like that, fill up your gas tank. There were lines a mile long of people trying to get into the one gas station that had gas and was open. Good morning, Katie. How are you? It was really just, I mean, if something was even open, they were having a limited menu. We did get to go. What day was that we went to the Waffle House? Was that Friday? No, Saturday. No, Friday night, Friday afternoon.
It's okay.
It was Friday afternoon, coming back from my daughter's.
Come here.
We saw that Waffle House was open. So we said, okay, we're going to stop at Waffle House. They were only doing a limited menu, and we got 2 cheeseburgers and 2 drinks, and it was $20. So a lot of places are price gouging when there are hurricanes or, you know, disaster type things. Let's see. I'm always broke, but have back stock on non-perishable foods, candles, and other things like that. Well, we had lots of food in our refrigerator and freezer that we lost. And we had a lot of non-perishable stuff, but not stuff you could actually eat cold. Most everything we had was canned goods that needed to be heated up. Thank goodness we had a good stockpile of tuna and canned chicken. And I ate tuna on bread and tuna on crackers or just tuna, you know. Well, and the thing about the hotel also, my sister tried in a 50-mile radius of where we live, nothing, no vacancies that had power either. And so that's why we had to come an hour and a half away from home just to get a room. And like I said earlier, we met people this morning when we went for breakfast as far away from us as Douglas, which is another maybe hour and a half, 2 hours east of us. And I think they lived in mobile homes, and the one lady said she lost her home. They had a pecan orchard, and they lost a lot of trees, like 17 trees. Yeah, well, I mean, we had stuff, and then I had went, we had a little bit of money to go to the store, and I got like beef jerky and the turkey bites and some Slim Jims and cheese, things like that, you know, that were pretty high protein that we could eat too.
I'm glad I was stockpiling tuna, cans of chicken, and ravioli.
Yes, I am too. Um, Yesterday, that's why I went ahead and knocked him out. The more you hand out with the home setting crowd, the more you will prepare. Yes, you're right about that.
So, knock it out. It's okay.
Like we had 2 flashlights, and luckily we had batteries for them. But one set of batteries wasn't working. We had to change those out. But that was all the batteries I had. So I'm going to buy Energizer or Duracell batteries that fit these flashlights, and I'm going to have those in the preparedness box with the flashlights. I'm also going to get some bigger flashlights, and I'm also going to get some Coleman lanterns that run on battery. Because our problem, our smoke detector is so sensitive. We were burning some candles, and we set the smoke detector off.
Especially if they're in the glass jars.
So, we need to have more battery operated flashlights to use. And there's just nothing really a way to get around not having any power. We live in an apartment complex. There's no way to have a generator or anything like that. And when everybody is without power, it really makes it difficult. We went to my daughter's at first thinking that, she would get power back sooner because she's in the bigger town. However, so many trees were down right in front of her apartment complex. All the power lines were hanging down on the ground, and we could not
Navigate.
well, we got through there, but there was no way they were going to get power before we would. We have lines down too, but they have a lot of lines down. So that's when my daughter made the decision to go on and go to South Carolina, which we could have went to South Carolina too, but I was being stubborn, and I said, no, we'll tough it out. It won't be that long. I know. The hurricane last year we were only without power 12 hours. The hurricane this year, it's still without power, and it's going on 5 days. Yes, those oil lamps work great, and I used to have some of those. I need to get a few more of those. You can usually find those at the thrift stores and yard sales and things like that. Hi, Shantirement, welcome. Oh, Shantirement, we have been through it with this Hurricane Helene. I'm going to go ahead and put my Cash App in the chat again. Please, by no means am I begging for money. It's just that we're in a situation where we are kind of limited because of the hurricane. And if anybody would like to send us a small Cash App, we would so much appreciate it. We are already going to get a little bit of revenue from ads on our videos. So I do appreciate anybody who is watching videos and who watches the ads with the videos so that we get the ad revenue from that. However, that'll be a few months down the road before we'll get that. Not sure.
Do they know if they get YouTube Premium that they don't see the...
Yeah, that's true now. I don't know if anybody knows that, but you get YouTube Premium where you don't have to pay, or you don't have to watch the commercials, but I still get ad revenue. Yes, Dagmar, we are in a hotel. We tough with no power, no internet, very spotty phone service, and sister who lives in Florida, who's been through hurricanes before, was gracious and got this room for us for the week, but it's an hour and a half away from availability. Hi, Mary from Blessed to Crochet.
It is in the middle of nowhere.
Thank you, Gail. I would appreciate that so much. Yeah, this little town, we say we live in a little town. No, we live in a big town compared to this town.
That we got off at the wrong exit on the next exit.
Well, when we got off,
oh Jesus!
I didn't put the GPS to take us to,
Eudalia.
I put it to take not to the hotel. Well, that town is really dilapidated. If this is where we're going to stay, we're in trouble. But when I actually put in the actual address to the hotel, we were one exit too soon.
Honey, can she lick my coffee lid?
Yeah. Okay, Betty now says I need to pin my Cash App. All right, I will pin it. Let's see.
You're back.
There we go.
Okay, you're gonna be hyper now because you're getting caffeine. You're gonna be a caffeinated dog.
Oh, and too, hotels trying to find us a room. We have our dog, and we needed to take the dog with us. And if she had had a letter from the doctor saying she's my emotional support dog, then this one hotel would have. But I don't have such a letter. When I moved into my apartment, my doctor, had to fill out information for the apartment complex so I could have Chloe with me there. But I don't physically have a letter. So, luckily, this hotel did not require that. So, I am definitely going to be talking to my doctor and getting a letter, just so that I'll have a hard copy of something in case in the future I have to do that. But think of all the people who are displaced right now who had animals and couldn't take them with them. And how many animals are running the streets now that are not used to being outside.
Horses and chickens and
And
pigs.
just- I mean, such total devastation. Okay, Betty. It just really an eye opener. And Dave said he would, he always thought we were far enough inland we wouldn't have to worry about bad hurricanes or anything. And now he said, I think we need to move north a little bit. I think we're not far enough inland. But actually, since Tennessee and Kentucky got it, I don't think we could get far enough north and still be in
The
Georgia.
last great flood that happened in Asheville happened in 1916. This is a century flood that they're having.
Oh my gosh.
100-year flood.
It's Asheville, North Carolina he's talking about. And they have a lot of cars turned upside down, a lot of cars turned on their sides.
Even in Ohio, the videos I was watching last night, they were getting torrential.
Yeah, Ohio got it really bad too. I think once it hit landfall and came up, it just kept going up. Went Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio. So that's really, really bad.
I know my clothes go crazy far.
Mm.
There's about 5 people standing with a big dog right in front of me.
Oh, okay. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Okay, Betty, and you again for the Cash App.
Love you, Miss
We will use it sparingly, but thank you so much. And yes, I will see you Wednesday. Oh, Melinda, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what really bothers me when the animals are affected.
Yes, you are not an animal. You're a person.
And we could
Mama
have
said that.
we could have left Chloe home. She is puppy pad trained and everything like that, but there was no sense in doing that. We don't know how hot it was going to get in the apartment with no air.
On camera. Hi.
Hi. So, we don't know what that would be like, and and that's one reason we did not go to South Carolina, because I didn't want to have to take Chloe that far either. But yet, I probably should have and just taken her with us up there. But she doesn't do well in the car, with whatever is going on with her eyesight and her hearing. She is so skittish and acts so afraid of everything that it really is not easy for her to travel. And I have to put the kennel in the car and put her in the kennel, because if I don't, she tries to sit in my lap. Melinda, you sent $5, sweetie, and I appreciate it very much.
Okay. Thank you. Your cut.
Oh, I was going to say there's a
I'm working
piece of bagel for her too.
It was terrible out here, by the way.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Melinda.
What'd she do?
She said watch for more. She must have sent the wrong amount. But I appreciate anything and everything. If we can venture out, which we probably will later this afternoon.
Yeah, guess
And-
what Echo forgot?
Yeah, I forgot my hairbrush, believe it or not. I mean, I brought our vitamins, I brought, shampoo and conditioner. I brought everything just about. I forgot my hairbrush. I get up this morning and my hair is all crazy, and I was like, I forgot my hairbrush. And what else? What did you forget last night? You were saying.
Then forgot again. What did I forget? It was something major.
Something, and you said, oh gosh, what was it? I can't remember now what it was. You can't remember everything, right? That's right. But it's funny because, we were kind of like going through everything in our mind, what we were going to need and what we needed to bring and everything. And whatever it was that Dave said last night.
I got battery packs. I got my devices. We should have brought the regular tripod.
Yeah, we should have brought our big tripod. This is Dave's little tripod that you can also use kind of like a selfie stick thing. And I accidentally dropped it. And when I dropped it, I broke something off of this part. And so now it doesn't work right. And I had offered to buy him a new one. But we thought we had gotten this fixed enough that it would work, but we didn't. But we should save this for parts.
Yeah, we got
Off
some
of
for
the
parts.
other, if we get another one and we accidentally do that. But, so now I got to buy him a new tripod. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like and you said, because we were halfway going down the road, and you said, but don't turn around and go back.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I can't remember what.
Jacket.
But there was something in the car, you said.
Was it when I was sitting about bringing a baseball cards with me to film?
No.
No.
He said, I can't believe I didn't bring any baseball cards.
But no, I can't go live to show baseball cards. So.
That was really funny.
My blanket. And I lost my glasses when we were packing.
Wait a minute. It doesn't tell me who this is from. Okay, I don't know who sent this, but it's a very large donation, and I do appreciate it. Melinda,
Say the amount, see if it was her.
No, I'm not going to say the amount, but I'm sure it was her because she told me to check my account again.
Oh, okay.
It normally sends a text message
Oh, my
saying,
charging blocks. I forgot to put the.
I don't know, whatever you forgot. We, I don't know why it didn't send me a message. But anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are going to make me cry. Y'all are going to actually make me cry.
And then you will need your emotional support done.
I will.
We do need you, Chloe. Chloe's the best therapy for me, too. That's right. You're a good Shawini.
Oops. Okay, well, if that was you, Melinda, thank you so much. And I hope that wasn't a mistake. I appreciate it so much. You just don't know. That will help us be able to get some actual dinner, food, and not just the canned stuff that we got with us. And it'll give me a hairbrush so I can do something with this hair. I can't believe. Yes, it showed up. Thank you very much, Miss Belinda. Y'all, if you're not connected to Melinda Elliott, please connect with her. She has a wonderful channel. She shows you parts around where she lives. She shows you the cows and the trains, and she does lives.
Her new office is amazing.
She has a new office?
Yes!
Oh, I didn't know that. At her house or at her job?
I'm not sure which.
Oh.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
A brand new car. I don't know about that. We can all agree.
Okay, we have the weather for Mansfield. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 63. The wind is blowing east-northeast at 7 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 97. All right, bye, Melinda. Thank you again,
Did
honey.
you tell them what they had done for Hayhira, Adele?
Oh, guess what?
I don't know if Valdosta was in there or not.
We got a notification yesterday saying that they have stopped our mail service due to the storm.
The governor signed off on it.
Signed off and said, we don't get mail service now because of the storm. And Dave said, well, we thought that they delivered rain, sleet, hail, all of that. Guess not hurricane. Although I have to admit, some roads are still closed, and trees down in the roads and power lines all down in the road.
Have you described through that day going underneath the wires, over the wires?
Oh my gosh. If we didn't have a little tiny car, we would not be able to have gotten through. There were lines like diagonally across the road. There were lines down on the road.
You had to pay attention or you would run into one.
Yeah. And there were some that were just hanging straight down, so you had to swerve. And I really was. I was swerving left and right, and because I was in a little car, I could do that.
We're in what's called a toaster.
Our car is nicknamed the Toaster. It's like a little square box, but it's actually roomy inside, and you can actually fit a lot of stuff in that little car.
I think you can say what kind of car it is.
It's a Toyota Scion XB. Never heard of it before in my life. And when I needed a new car, Hi Val. This is a good story now, y'all. When I needed a car, my daughter said, "Mom, I will buy you a car because you have the baby so much, and
It's
you
okay,
need a way to go to pick her up and take her home,
Dad sit
go to
you up in the
doctors
bed?
and whatever."
Come on.
She was going to buy me a car, and we had went to a car lot, and we had found a used car, and we were going to get it, and the payments were going to be over $250 a month, and it was going to be financed for like 5 years, and so we needed $1,500 down. So the baby's nana had told me when I had mentioned to her, that eventually I was going to have to be in the market for a car, that if I needed any help to let her know and she would help me. So I thought, well, I'll call her and see if she'll loan me $1,500 so that we can go ahead and get the car.
Signs built to cities.
Hi, Sandra D. Anyway, whoops. She wanted to know, what we were doing. Sandra, I'm going to get you a blue dress. Just 1 second. Anyway, so I told her about the deal in the car, and she said, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy." And she said,
Due to storm damage,
that
government
her
stops mail
um,
delivery.
her dad deals a lot with used cars, and that maybe he could find us, and that she would, she would go ahead and finance it for us. So anyway, we did that, and they found me this little car, and so
I want a car like
she
that.
went ahead and she paid for the car, and then my daughter made payments to her, but and it was $100 a month was what she had to pay, and only had to pay for less than a year. And she said it's free and clear. You're done paying for it. So basically, between Nana and my daughter, I got a free car.
Here you go, honey. You can read that to them and scroll down.
Okay. United States Postal Service temporarily suspended mail delivery and retail operations. Georgia, effective immediately. All postal, retail, and delivery operations for facilities in the 304, 308, and 309 three-digit areas are temporarily suspended until further notice due to Hurricane Helene impacts. Operations at the following facilities are temporarily suspended due to the hurricane impact.
In these areas.
Okay, Adel, Alapaha, Alma, Argyle, Baldwin, Barney, Blackshear, Bristol, Carnesville, Cecil, Danielsville, Douglas, Fargo, Hayhira, that's us, Hoboken, Hortense, Kingsland, Lakemont, Martin, Mishon, Moultrie,
Wow.
Nahunta, Nashville, Norman Park, Odom, Offerson, Pavo, Poulin, Quitman, Ray City, Screven, Tallulah Falls, Turnerville, Valdosta, that's where my daughter lives,
Right.
Wares, Waycross, Waynesville, Wesley Chapel, West Green. So that is a wide area,
And is near Augusta.
a very wide area. I just got notification of another Cash App from Sandra. Thank you so much.
God bless y'all.
God bless you. We were not prepared.
Tell them what my shirt says on the front of it.
Jesus. No, it
No.
says King of Kings.
But we know who the King of Kings
But we know
is.
who the King of Kings is.
Have you told the Powerade story? How those I had accidentally left them in the car, but how it worked out?
Yeah, he had bought an 8-pack of Powerade, and he had put them in the floorboard of the back seat behind
I've never
his
done
seat.
that before.
And he had gone out and gotten a couple, you know, when he wanted them or whatever, but mostly he had left them in the car. And so we're driving down the road when we're out, you know, trying to find phone service to be able to get in contact with the outside world, find out what's going on.
I think we were at Adel Walmart.
And anyway, he said, man, I wish I had something to drink. And I had went in the store
To get chicken.
to get chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to try to get some like deli chicken or something.
That wasn't happening.
They didn't have any. But anyway, when I came out, he was like, look, I found my Powerades. So
And I shared.
we did have Powerade there for a day or so. Okay, Gail, I got you. Thank you, honey, very much. Thank you, Blessed to Crochet. We need all the prayers we can get. It's just very nice that, you know, we were able to get this room. You don't know how hard it was to sleep in the heat, and you know, to wake up in the heat and go to bed in the heat, and it was just terrible being so hot and in the dark. I'm not good with the dark. I'm not good not having a phone to be able to call if I need to.
We are addicted to the internet.
And, you know, my daughter, last year when Hurricane Idalia came through, it was us trekking to my daughter's. And this year it was my daughter trekking to us. And when she got there, we had just got, you know, woken up, and we really weren't even ready to leave the house. But we were headed that way. We were going to check on her because we didn't have phone service, and we didn't think she did either. And we knew she didn't have power. And so
It's okay, Kobe.
Dave was in the bedroom, and I had come out of the bathroom, and he said, they're on the porch. And I'm
No,
like,
I said your neighbors are on the porch. I couldn't say it.
oh, he said, somebody's on the porch, you know, the neighbors or somebody. And
Where's her leash? She's wanting out.
it's on top of the pads over there. Anyway, so
You come. Let mommy hook you up. Come here.
anyway,
You want to go outside?
they were at our house. And so my daughter said, you know, come to our house.
Get
We can
back
all
so
at
you
least
can
be
get her.
together. And so I did.
Sorry, everybody, to interrupt y'all.
Hey, baby, you want to go outside? If you go straight across, there's grass.
Okay,
And she will go in the grass. It's so funny.
Come on.
We've had her puppy pad trained for so long. When you actually now, when you take her out, at first she acted like she couldn't walk on the grass, and she's like, "Oh, I'm supposed to go to the bathroom out here." Okay. Oh wow, Blessed to Crochet said she's been through Andrew, Wilma, Irma. And all the other storms they went through that were just no big deal. Well, see, here in South Georgia, we are far enough in, because we're like slap in the middle of Georgia, about 30 miles to the state line of Florida. So most of the time, the hurricanes don't impact us with, you know, coming ashore. They impact us by, we get like tropical storm, wind, rain, you know, nothing major. Yes, your power might go out for a few hours, but still nothing major. But now, I'm scared to death. I mean, Idalia was an eye-opener. This one has really got me scared now. So next, there's one in the Gulf now that could be coming this way. I don't know. I'm scared. I've never had to leave my home like I did. this time. But I am so thankful that my sister, you know, she was like very adamant about it and said, "You are leaving. You are going to get somewhere where you have power and can get air conditioning." Because she knows how hot I get, which since I've lost some weight, I don't get near as hot as I used to. But I still get very hot. Good morning, Norma. I saw your new video. I loved it. You did a great
And
job.
guess what?
What?
She went boom boom.
Yes.
I found a new word to use.
Yes. Yay, Chloe.
Here, let me unhook you.
If y'all haven't gone over to Norma Kay's channel, which is Real Life Happens, go over there and watch her new video. She is actually on camera reading her devotion. She has a new opening and ending on the video. It's really cool. She is trying to get monetized, the 500 subscriber, 3,000 watch hours. And so we really need to go over and support her. Is that our car?
We don't have an alarm on it, do we?
Yeah, we do. We have a panic button, but it stopped. It's not our car.
There's an air mark next to it.
Blessed to Crochet said, Wilma, it was out for over a week, and Andrew was the same, way over a week. Yes, we've been so lucky. Like I said, 165 years prior to Idalia last year. And then Idalia came last year. Now Helene came this year. There is no telling what's going to happen. The next one is going to be, I think, an I name. It should be an I name coming. And I don't know.
Retire at Helene.
I don't know how bad it's going to be. But it may be pretty serious.
Hey, honey,
Yeah.
can I eat one of these in the box?
Yeah. I think there's a plain
Yeah.
And,
I'm making sure it's the point.
everything bagel. Thank goodness I had bought those little tuna and chicken salads in the little can. You get a little pack of crackers, the little can, and a spoon. And I had actually bought them to take to the gym with me so that after my workout, if I needed protein, you know, I could eat it in the car or something. But they've actually came in really handy.
I had discovered that the little cups of ravioli with like a little red lid that I can digest. So I had a ton of those. There's your one bone.
And you brought like 4 of those soups. I'm going to eat one of them.
Okay. Actually, can we have one of those cans? Because I can't eat a full can.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah. Yep, we'll do that. Here, Chloe, let's eat this bagel, baby.
Okay, she's got, she's working on a bone.
Oh.
And I got another one here, and she's gonna get the crackers. Here's your other bone.
Oops, I missed.
And then I can give her this can when I get ready.
Yes, I gave her the can last night. She played with that thing for probably 10, 15 minutes. Chased it all around, ate it. And Dave said, save that can, we'll trick her with it.
She's smart, don't tell her.
She is. She's so smart. If you want to get her in the kennel or something, it's like she does not cooperate anymore. She used to be so good. I could just say, get in there. And she'd be in there. But
The
she
same
wouldn't.
way we can't tell Norma everything, we can't tell Chloe everything.
Mm.
Hi, Norma. I know, go stand in the corner.
Wilma, the eye came right over my grandparents' house, and then after the eye passes, there was a tornado that came through the screen, went right in the pool. Hi,
Oh,
Brittany's Life. Welcome.
Did you tell them about the eye going over our house? And then what I said when it got real quiet?
Yeah. Norma, she did fine. Once I got her up in the bed with me, she went to sleep and stayed in the bed. And then, you know, when I woke up this morning, I got her and took her out. Blessed to Crochet said, I will deal with the snow and all the other weather in Ohio. I'm not going to live in Florida again. Norma Kay said, hi, Dave.
Hi, Norma. Love you.
we were sitting there, listening to the storm, and Dave kept telling me, we got to go in the laundry room. It's going to get bad. We got to go in the laundry room. And so he had just said, when the eye goes over, it's going to be calm and quiet. But that's the worst time. That's the worst time to go outside. And I was like, yeah. Next thing I know, I get an emergency alert on my phone. And it says the same exact thing. Almost word for word what he had said.
I can thank my friend Becky Schumann for telling me what she went through in Florida with the eye of the storm.
And I said, uh-oh, that's right. That's just what it said. I said, I think we need to go in the laundry room. We were in the laundry room for, I don't know,
3 hours.
3 hours or so. But we kept coming out and going back in. But it was really funny. We had just enough space between the washer and dryer and the wall to put our rolly chairs in there. We had our covers to throw over our heads if debris was coming. We had blankets on the floor for Chloe. We had Chloe in there in between the two chairs. And we had our drinks, and we had some snacks in there in case we were stuck for a long time.
Oh, I know the thing.
We had candles. We had our flashlights. We were prepared for that
I know
part.
the thing we forgot to tell everybody to do.
What?
For Wi-Fi, when it goes out, download you some video.
Oh, yes. Thank goodness I had 3 videos downloaded on my phone that I didn't even know I had. And I had 3 videos on my tablet that I didn't know I had downloaded. Because you can hit that download button very easily by mistake. And so I was able to watch those things. And he thought he downloaded a lot of stuff, but it ended up being one movie.
One movie.
He watched the same
Reunion and Adam the Woo in California.
And he kept watching over and over.
I can do it word for word now. I liked it out for Norma if she wants me to. I'll call her and act it out if she wants me.
Oh my gosh, don't take him up on that offer.
Hey honey, spin around and read. You want these 3 crackers?
No. Nope. I'm good. I'm plenty of carbs today. I need some protein. That breakfast was good for being,
Oh, tell
but
them how I
we're going
sliced
to
my
have to get some
bagel.
protein. Oh, it had one of those bagel slicers that drop the bagel in, and then you take the top and you shove it down, and it cuts the bagel.
What did they do?
He put his bagel in the microwave. There was a toaster right there. And I'm like, I'm going to toast mine. He pops his in the microwave, gets it hot, sticks it in the bagel slicer, does the thing, and the whole bagel goes down in there.
It still cut it, but it was a triangle.
But it squished it really bad, like into a triangle. So he still ate part of it, but it wasn't near as good as the one I toasted.
I feel like we're on our honeymoon.
That's what he said in the car while we were driving up here. He said that he felt like we were on our honeymoon. He said, I'm sure we can find a place to get married while we're up there. And I was like, no.
You want a church wedding?
I want a wedding. And even if it's I'll get married at the courthouse and have a reception.
You won't anytime soon because it's missing the roof.
Yeah, the courthouse is in trouble. But
not as much as the Beverage Depot is in town.
Yeah.
Oh,
so, but he always, every time we don't have the baby, if it's a long weekend or whatever, he'll say, oh, let's get in the car and go somewhere, and I'm like, I am not staying at a hotel when I have a perfectly good house to stay in, I'm not going to pay to stay in a hotel or a motel somewhere. But when my sister offered, I was like, yes, I will go. I will definitely pack up and go because I was so hot.
Did you tell him how I
uncomfortable.
said I'm going to go load up the car and then at 5 o'clock?
Oh yeah,
we don't
this
hear
was
anything.
funny. This was about 3:45 yesterday afternoon, and we were back and forth on the phone, which my daughter and my sister they both had good phone service, so they were communicating back and forth, getting the details down. And then my daughter would try to text me, and then I would try to text back. But anyway, Dave, we had already went ahead and packed up while we were waiting on them to find a place. And then Dave went ahead and loaded up the car. And he came back in and he sat down and he said, well, I don't think it's going to happen. I might as well unload the car. And I said, no, just leave it for now. You
No,
never
I said I
know.
was gonna wait.
Wait. You didn't say that first.
Oh,
First
okay.
you said you were going to unload it. Then he said, now it was about 4:15. And he said, well, I'll give it till 5 o'clock. If we haven't heard nothing by 5 o'clock, I'm going to unload the car. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Anyway, we got the message, got on the road. We left the town that's 10 miles north of us getting gas at exactly 5 o'clock.
I was basing all that on us going over to Allison's a couple of days before and packing up and then moving it back.
Mm-hmm. But we didn't have to take Chloe with us and all that, so we didn't have as much to pack up. But we definitely grabbed what we could grab, and took it with us over
Chloe
there.
did so good during the storm, though. She
Oh,
was
my
afraid
gosh.
to bark.
Chloe hates thunderstorms. She hates it. If it sprinkles, this dog has a fit. So every time there's a storm, we have to let her be with us. I have to hold her, and try to calm her down and all of that. And she trembles and she barks. It's terrible. But for some reason, during the hurricane, especially when the eye was over us, she was quiet. She laid there between us. She didn't even want me to pick her up or anything. She just laid there like, okay, we're
This may
gonna
be the end.
we're
Maybe
gonna
she was
live
praying.
we're gonna live in laundry room.
And it was so quiet. I just had no idea the laundry room was so quiet with that door closed.
But where the connections are for the water and the dryer vent and all of that, we could hear the wind and everything.
Sucking up through the floor and in the
Mhm.
washer and the dryer.
Yeah. But our apartment looks like a ghost town right now. When we left yesterday afternoon, there was so many people missing. Oh, hi, Tina.
I saw last night there's
In
still
a
100
company
people
coming,
missing
and I'm
from the storm, so
cleaning
the death
my-
toll's still going to go up probably.
Later, okay. We took the line. Oh, hello, Super Rainbow Queen. Welcome. Yeah, Buster didn't get upset about it either, huh? That is weird.
But there was no thunder to it.
We took the long way home. Welcome to our homestead journey. Okay, I'm going to subscribe to you. And I will come back and watch some videos. And I will give you a blue wrench so that you can mingle. There we go. Were you impacted by the storm, Hurricane Helene? Are you anywhere in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina? It's
Ohio.
Super Rainbow Queen, aren't you? East Coast, somewhere? If you were affected by the storm, we're praying for you. We're praying for everybody in the path. Our death toll, as far as we know or have heard, the death toll for Hurricane Helene was 84 as of yesterday.
It's up to 110.
Oh, now Dave
And
said it's
there's still 100
110.
people missing.
And there's like 100 people missing in I think the Carolinas.
I'm not
Oh no,
sure.
Tennessee. I think in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the other 100 are.
We took the long way home, said, I'm in Georgia and my land is in Alabama. Just lots of wind and rain. Okay, so you were far enough away. We're in South Georgia, about 30 miles to the Florida state line. and we got hit
You can go ahead and say
bad.
the county because we've already given it out.
We're in Lowndes County, Georgia, and we live in Hahira, Georgia.
Did that get back in touch with you yet?
No, I sent the Awkward Quilter an email yesterday.
She may not have internet service.
Yeah, she may not either. But I thought that I had talked to her at one time about us both being in Georgia and said that I thought she said she was around the Perry, Georgia area. And we're like 30 minutes or 30 miles from there. So I said, you know, if you are, meet up while we're here this week, that would be great. Oh no, I hope all is okay. I'm in downtown Woodstock in Cherokee County.
Oh, I know exactly where that's at. Lot of trees up in there.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is thank God we're alive. It could have been so much worse.
That one cement wall saved us.
And people, if they tell you to evacuate, evacuate. You know, even if your home gets damaged, even if your home gets totally destroyed, your life is worth so much more than any material things. If any of you watched my last episode of the Happiness series, it talks about how material things cannot bring you true happiness. She said, I'm blown away by the photos of all the flooding in Georgia. Yeah, now we didn't get a lot of rain here. We got, you know, it rained, but not severe, or not flooding at least. At least not where we're at. But collect memories and experiences. Don't collect things. Nobody wants to see your souvenirs from trips that you took, 10 years ago. Who cares? I love to hear about people's trips and where they've gone and what they've seen, but it's because of the experiences that they had, not because of the souvenirs that they bought.
You ever went to someone's house to see their slideshow of their vacation from 3 years ago?
No.
Those are so boring.
Val said there is a lot of flooding just northwest of where Joanna is, and she's in North Carolina. We took the long way home, said, I hate to go, but I was tuning in between patients. I have one waiting on me. Stay safe and dry, y'all. Thank you, and I'll be over to check out your channel, and I hope we can stay connected, and I hope that you'll come and watch some of my videos as well. Thank you so much.
Wednesdays, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do live streams on Wednesdays at noon. She's must be a nurse or something. She said she's in between patients. Chair Bear! Chair Bear, thank you. We actually are about an hour and a half away from home in a motel. My sister was generous enough to put us up here for a week because we still have no power and no hopes of getting power until the end of the week. No internet. And my phone service very spotty. I had to drive around and try to find signal. So it's very nice to be here with air conditioning and internet, and my phone is working, and we're being able to charge. We were going to try to go and find a plug somewhere to charge up our battery packs if we could, but we didn't. It didn't come to that, thank goodness. Yes, thank God for my sister. My sister, she is a hardworking lady. She has her own interior design business, but she doesn't just do interiors. What she does basically is complete renovations. She's kind of like Joanna Gaines. on what that Chip and Joanna show where they go in and they totally tear out everything and they remodel and everything. She has contractors, plumbers, electricians, all of that work for her, and that's what they do. They go in, people buy houses and then hire them, and they go in and they totally tear everything out and totally redo everything. But anyway, her opinion about money is that money is just something to help you get what it is you want out of life. She's not, materialistic or worried about amassing a huge fortune. They themselves have bought, renovated, and sold I don't know how many homes. And they invest their money, and so they have money put away and all that. So, and she's probably going to be able to write it off as a business expense anyway, so it's not a big deal for her. It was a huge blessing for us. So, thank goodness for that. God has really looked out after us and blessed us. And Chloe, get out of the trash. And I don't think that we were meant to get hit severely. Like Dave was saying, our dumpster, and it's in the last video I put out, there's pictures of it. There's a cement wall, brick wall around where our dumpsters sit on the front side. And the hurricane hit and the wind blew over one of those brick walls, and you can actually see the rebar through the brick that got bent and tore off one of the wooden doors. And if you drew a line from that diagonally across the parking lot, it would be our apartment. So it could very easily have impacted our apartment. And we're on the corner, so the wind was able to whip through the end of our patio and come out the other side. And I'm sure that's how the table got levitated and thrown, and that glass shattered everywhere. 2 little shelves of glass went everywhere.
I only thought it was one shelf.
All throughout our patio, of course, but the yard on all 3 sides of our patio, there were shards of glass sticking in things. I mean, it made a big mess. If it had been windows, can you imagine it? What kind of mess that would have been. And all my flower pots, not all of them, but a lot of my flower pots that were empty got thrown out. And one flower pot in particular went the opposite direction, about 3 apartments down, and was standing up like somebody had just set it there out in the yard.
I think they had picked it up, probably.
Maybe, I don't know. But it was just weird. And there were shingles down all around. I walked around the side of the building because that fence line, a lot of my stuff was stuck up to the fence line, so I had to go and get it from there. And it was just shingles on the ground and just really bad. And then in the playground area, tree fell in there. Several trees down in the area. We saw one house, and I should have went back and got a picture of it. The tree was in the backyard. The tree cracked in half and fell right through these people's house. And the rest of the tree was on the front side of the house. So, I mean, it was literally chopped through their house. Chair Bear, we live in South Georgia in a town called Hahira, and we're about 30 miles to the Florida state line. Hello, Mark. How are you? So, yeah.
About your pinned comment.
Oh, I have my Cash App pinned up there. Some people were asking because it's not in my description or in my about section, because I normally don't ask for donations or anything. But a few people have sent us some cash apps to help us while we're kind of stranded here in a town away from home. And so if anybody is so inclined and want to give us a cash app, there's my cash app information. I am in no way asking anybody to do anything. I just did it because people asked me about it. But believe me, I appreciate every penny anybody gives.
Yes, we do.
It's really heartwarming to see people giving when they don't have to. But I'm that kind of person too, and I'll give money to people when, whenever I can. I know a lot of you have given me the super chats and super stickers over the time that I've been partially monetized, and I do appreciate that so much. I appreciate my members so much. Those memberships help me so much as well. And then we have, now we're getting the ad revenue. It's slow. It's only a few pennies per video, but it's better than nothing. And hopefully it's going to be enough to pay my Canva bill, which is $13 a month. And then I did cancel my StreamYard. I have it until October. And then I'll be on their free plan. So they do still have a free plan. I wanted to get that message out, and I forgot about it yesterday. But if you cancel your StreamYard, you can go back in and become on their free plan. So with the free plan, you get 20 hours a month of live time. So I will do 20 hours on the StreamYard, and then Realstream, I don't think it has a limit. I didn't see any limit. And then I'll do some on Restream. And then sometimes I'll just go straight from YouTube like I'm doing right now. I really think the only time I will use the StreamYard or the Restream is if I want to, like on my Wednesday live, when I usually share the screen and show things, or when I do a puzzle or a word game, something like that, I would use it for that. Or if I want to have a guest. And I know we can go live together on the YouTube as well, but I think I can only have one guest at a time. I think Dave and I did that one time in the car.
I didn't like it.
Dave did it.
Somebody at the door?
No. Hi, Dawn.
Is that maid service?
No, they did. They would say housekeeping.
Well, I saw the doorknob turning.
Hold on, y'all.
Maybe they went to the wrong door.
You didn't see the doorknob moving. Okay. Now I have to try to get back down. Ouch. Oh. Okay. Dawn, we are an hour and a half from home in a hotel room because we got hit by Hurricane Helene and we have no power, no internet, and no good phone service. We had very, very spotty phone service. So my sister was gracious enough to put us up here for a week, or well, from Sunday night through Friday night. We had to leave Saturday morning. But when I talked to her this morning and told her that Georgia Power said we're not going to get power back until Friday at 10 p.m. And she said, well, if we need to extend it, longer, let me know. So she will pay another night if we need it. I'm hoping we don't need it. Yep, this was a really bad storm, y'all. Chloe, sniffing at the door. It was the worst storm I've ever been through in my life. Yeah, we're safe. We're safe. We struggled for 4 days before we decided that we couldn't hang in there any longer. The not being able to take a shower, not being able to do laundry or wash dishes, only eating things that were cold. We did the best we could as long as we could, and God knew we needed help. He knew we were about at our wits' end with it, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, my sister, I told my daughter, because I finally got a text message to my daughter, and I told her to text my sister and let my sister know that our service was so bad I wasn't getting texts out. And when they started texting back and forth, and my daughter told my sister the situation and everything, and my sister immediately said, okay, let's find him a room, let's get him out of there, And so they started calling around, and within 50 miles of us, there was nothing. We had to come an hour and a half away in order to find a room that had electricity and vacancy. There were so many that were, slammed full. And then, because we have the dog with us, she found one place that if I had had a letter from the doctor saying she was my emotional support dog, then they would have let us have her there. But I didn't. When I got in my apartment and needed to prove she was my emotional support dog, they had my doctor do stuff online about it. So I never physically got a letter or anything like that. So now when I get home, I will definitely be getting that taken care of. So anyway, this hotel didn't require that. But I think it was like $18 extra a night to be able to have the dog. And I think the room is like over $100 a night. So I'm not sure how much it costs, but at this point, I don't care what the cost is. My sister, like I said, was gracious enough to cover it, and we won't have to pay her back or anything like that. I did get a message from AT&T, my phone service, that they're not going to charge us for using over our data, which I have unlimited. But I have unlimited data, but it just slows down and gets slower and slower and slower. But anyway, I'll be able to use my phone without internet as well, so I don't have to pay for that. Of course, I'm not going to be paying Georgia Power for the days I have no power, because I'm not using any power. And then internet also is out. And I got a notification from them saying they're aware of the outage. So hopefully they give me a credit or something on my bill for that. But my rent will still come due. And we had just put new tires on the car. So what extra money we had put aside, we used for the car tires. And right before that, we had brakes done on the car. And so we, been paying on that. I'm still paying on my surgery. Oh, okay. Thank you. Blessed to Crochet. I will definitely check that out. Startcake.com.
Here, Coach. You want to lay here? Come on. Come here. Lay down with the daddy.
Okay.
You can
Great.
lay here.
I will check that out. Anyway, life hits you.
Yeah,
You can never get ahead. And then my phone decided it didn't want to charge. And I had to keep messing with the cord and messing with the cord, to get it to charge. I'm at 85% right now, and it is charging, so I'm thankful for that. I use Canva too.
Oh, okay. I'll help you.
Yeah, I have the paid version of Canva. It's like $13 a month. Okay, Chair Bear. Chair Bear, thank you, and thank you for your prayers. Yeah, my dog is definitely barking. Couldn't hide her. Could not hide her from anybody. They would definitely know Chloe is in the building. And she sold the blanket.
I gave it to her because I felt sorry for her. She
Aww.
wants under it, but I can't get her to comprehend.
She'll be all right. She's not going to like it when we put her in the cage and leave. But you know what? When we put her in there and left for breakfast, we came back and she wasn't barking. So she might have took her a little nap.
She's agitated because of everybody going by.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame her. Do you blame her?
I'm agitated.
She's in a strange place, strange smells. She's going outside, you know. She's as traumatized as we are. Yes, y'all please sub up to Chloe. I should be getting footage of her here in the hotel. Now that I have phone, I can. We had to wait till, I think it was yesterday, I couldn't take the pictures of all the damage because I didn't have any phone. You know, my phone wouldn't work.
She may be looking for snackies under the blanket.
And she's got snackies all
She's
over
already
the
ate them
floor.
all.
Hi, Matthew. Welcome. What hotel are we in? I'm not going to tell you that, Matthew. You might show up here. It is a travel lodge hotel, I will tell you that. And it's very nice. It's in the middle of nowhere, so I'm really kind of surprised. But it's close to I-75, which means that, you know, people getting off the interstate. Why they would ever pick to stop in this particular area, I don't know.
You would have to know it's here.
Yeah, you would have to know it was here. Or like us, searching, you know, for something close. Oh, okay. You wanted to see what it looks like. Well, this is the beds. And there at the end of the bed is the bathroom. The sink and then the bathroom. This is the door. That's about it, Matthew.
Ask him if he wants to see something beautiful.
You want to see something beautiful?
Yeah, spin it over to me. Ta-da! Gotcha.
But you're handsome, not beautiful.
Bible says I was beautifully created in God's image.
Okay, but that still doesn't make you beautiful because you're not female. It's a female term. You're handsome. Well, we've been on 94 minutes. How long?
2 hours.
How long is 94 minutes? An hour and 34 minutes? Yeah, well, we had the blind closed, so the sun didn't really come in. I'm kind of excited to go exploring and see what town, what places are close to here.
If we do that, I'm locking the door inside the car.
What do you mean?
It's creepy out there in this town.
I'm not saying in this town.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 30 miles will be in Perry. I'm sure we'll find there's more things in
Perry
Perry.
is amazing.
So, we'll be able to get out and go and explore a little bit. And we might take some video of that, Matthew, and we'll show you that. We did a little video on the drive up here. Dave was so funny. Well, no, you can't be on camera and driving. I'm like, I'm not going to be on camera. It's going to be facing out the window. I'm like, just hold it and we're going to talk. And so we're talking, or I'm talking really. He's being so funny, like, you can't make a video driving down the road. I'm like, yeah, I can. I have before.
Scary. She weaves, folks. She weaves.
Oh my
But
goodness.
she would never do that while her car is in motion.
I would never weave.
No, you would never drive holding your phone in case state patrol's listening, police.
Oh, no.
you
I
would-
gave the phone to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the phone, not me. Yeah. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. No, I would never do that.
And we were good citizens. We had our seatbelts on.
We were good citizens, and we always drive with our seatbelts on.
Well,
I always
yeah,
drive
yeah,
with
you
my
did.
seatbelt on. I will make that correction. Y'all, I am in such a good mood after being so down yesterday
I
in the
hope I don't
heat.
do anything to screw her good mood up today. If Norma's still in here, I'm highly capable of this, Norma.
Yes, he is. But it's a good day. We're not suffering from the heat anymore. We can take a shower whenever we want to.
Well,
But Dave had a problem with that this morning because the floor was slippery. But he figured out he could wear his Crocs in the shower and then he wouldn't slip.
they grip.
So, and we did find the washer and dryer here, and we just have to find quarters. So while we're out and about, we will try to get us some quarters if possible, so we can do laundry. But I have to find a hairbrush because eventually I'm going to have to do something with this hair.
I wish I could remember what that item was I forgot to pack.
Actually, we could buy a tub mat when we're at Walmart,
Oh, that's a good idea.
and then we put that in. We wouldn't have to get our shoes wet.
Hey, you know what we need? We need a new shower handle. Anyway, for the house.
Oh, we could get one of those maybe.
Yeah, cause it. I'll tell them that story about how it falls out and what it does. That's hilarious.
I have the suction cup handicap handles that you put up in your, around the bathroom or whatever. And I have 2 of them in my shower, in my bathtub. And they're suction cup. And so sometimes they give away. And when it does, it lets loose and it falls and it makes a loud thud. And you swear something like a whole shelf of something has fallen or
And
whatever.
it never stays inside the shower. It bounces.
It'll like bounce out and it'll be in there on the floor or whatever. But yeah. But they're good to have so that you don't fall. Oh, and I use a shower chair at home because I have such balance issues with my bad feet that when I close my eyes to shampoo my hair, I will lean and possibly fall. And so I use the shower chair, handheld shower. And so I was asking the lady at the front desk yesterday, if they might have a shower chair I could use. And she said no, they didn't, but that she might have one at home and that she's going to bring it by here tomorrow when she gets off work. So tomorrow I may be getting a shower chair, but I'll try to take a shower tonight. I'll just lean up against the wall on the inside of the shower.
How's it? How you gonna lean again?
Yeah.
I got a bad idea. You could use the luggage cart. No,
No.
that was a bad idea.
Very bad idea. I can see me now, my butt falling through the straps and be like, Dave, I'm stuck. Would not be a good thing.
Chloe finally let me get her covered.
Okay, good.
Yes, Chloe, we know it's cold right here, baby.
I guess we'll just take that step to the front desk since they never came. Or we can sit there till tomorrow and then we'll do
What
it.
I normally used to do, whenever I would, I'd set the garbage can in the aisle right outside the door, and then they come by and get it.
Yeah, but if they're already past here today, they might not be
Oh,
coming
they-
back.
I think when she went by, she heard the dog. She didn't know.
Oh. Yeah, the AC is on in here. I got it going full
Oh,
blast.
Like an ice box in here.
The we probably need to put that do not disturb sign on the outside when we go if we don't put her in the cage. I mean, hopefully we're gonna be able to
Oh, what
get
you're
her in
going
the
to
cage.
catch you trick her by telling
Yeah.
her don't put the L-E, because Chloe can spell.
Yeah, Chloe can spell.
Look, see, she came out when you said her name.
Hey, baby. Hey. Hey. You let me pick you up? Come here. Oh. Oh, you want to play? Oh. You rotten girl. She's getting so white around her face. She used to be all brown, and now she's getting so white because she's getting so old. She's going to be 12 on December 7th.
Oh, was it Pi Pi, My, that passed away?
Who?
Nana's dog.
May May.
May May. What'd I say? Pi Pi,
Yeah.
I hope Chloe don't get like that.
Oh, Buster Crochet, I didn't know your daughter was autistic. Oh, God in Colorado, welcome. We are an hour and a half away from home in a hotel room because Hurricane Helene devastated our town, and we have no power, no internet, very spotty phone service, and dying of the heat. And so my sister was generous enough to pay for this room for us, and we will be here through the end of the week. We got the notification today that the estimated repair time is Friday night at 10 p.m. So that's not, very promising.
Come here, Chloe. Come here.
First time I've been displaced from a hurricane. Yes, our apartment's fine. Around the apartment got damaged, and the whole town has trees down, power lines down, trees on houses, roofs blown off, shingles blown off, that kind of thing. Pretty devastating, but we're safe. So that's what matters.
And we're alive.
Are you in Florida, Matthew? I would say if they said to evacuate, you should evacuate. Because the wind was no joke. we literally had things flying off our porch. And Dave had brought all my plants in and some of the patio furniture. And okay, you're not in Florida? Oh, okay. I thought you were in Florida. So, what little was left out on the patio was flying around. So, not good. The sound of the wind was very loud, very scary. At one point, Dave opened the door to look out
See why it broke.
to see what had broken because we heard a loud crash and we thought it was the bedroom windows getting blown in. But it was a plant table with glass shelves that we should have brought in. But it's pretty lightweight, but normally the weight of the plants on it, nothing happens. So I didn't think about it.
It just so happened it hit the glass hit the glass door.
Yeah, we have a big glass section in our door, and the glass was stuck on the door where it had shattered and hit the door. But anyway, Dave opened the door, and his foot was in the door jamb, and the wind was pushing on the door, and he thought it was the wind holding the door the way he couldn't close it. And I was like, your foot is in the way. He was like, oh yeah, and he moved his foot, and then he got the door closed. But there for a minute, it was like, I can't close the door. And it was
My
bad.
blonde moment. Sorry,
It-
blonde.
It was definitely blowing bad, though, outside. Definitely bad.
Okay, I started your live stream at the beginning, so I'm not actively in the chat, but you're playing.
Oh, okay, thank you. I wonder, does it show commercials on the live stream?
No. We have premium.
Oh, you're under the premium too?
Yeah,
Okay, so, but it must show commercials on the live if you don't have premium.
correct. You'll still get credit.
And
for
we
it.
get credit for people who have premium.
Premium is the way to go if you're watching YouTube, consuming YouTube. If
Oh,
you're
thank you,
tired of-
Blessed Crochet. I hope everything goes well at his appointment.
Let me know when I can do a 2-minute spiel, Echo.
Okay, go ahead.
If you're tired of seeing election, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Guatemalan, whatever, get YouTube Premium. That way you don't have to see the commercial political ads. You don't have to see any kind of ads whatsoever. And your YouTuber friends, if you're trying to support them, still get the funds from that, but you get to see a video from beginning to end without having to wait for a boring commercial. The end.
But those boring commercials do help. They give us a couple pennies per video, so we do appreciate them.
Well, I was talking about the political, not your commercials. You
Okay.
actually got some good commercials on yours.
All right, and I got another.
Who did you get a text from?
No, it wasn't a text. It was an email. It was an email. Well, I hope everybody who was impacted by Hurricane Helene is able to get somewhere to get a shower, and it's got food to eat, something, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something. I hate the fact that so many people already are hurting and struggling in today's economy. And then now something like this happens, a natural disaster that you have no control over. It's really sad. And now, my daughter's a teacher and they've closed the school for the whole week. Of course, there's no power anywhere. But before they were out Thursday and Friday. So on Wednesday, they packed the kids breakfast and lunch for those 2 days they were going to be out. Because a lot of the kids, they only eat at the school. They get the breakfast and the lunch, and then they get home and there's nothing there. So
Some of them have quite large families too.
yeah, but it's very important that they get those meals at school. So they had packed them, and so I'm wondering, with them being out all week, if they'll try to do anything. But I think about those poor little kids going a whole week with practically nothing, and if they are impacted and have no power,
You tell them who breakfast this morning about being associated
Oh,
with
yeah.
Milton's Purse and the other.
Yeah. When we went to breakfast this morning, there was a couple that came in and they had shirts on that said some kind of disaster relief type thing. And so I asked them, had they come because of Helene, and they said yes. And they had actually been in our area the day before. But what they do is they come in and they bring volunteers in, and then they try to find homeowners that have damage, that need a tarp on their roof, or need a tree cut down, or need debris carried off, or whatever like that. And so they gave us a phone number. So if anybody has anything like that and they need help, this is a totally free volunteer type thing. And they will send out some volunteers and help you. And it doesn't cost you anything. And so I do have that phone number, and I may even put it out in a post.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would let people contact you.
Okay, Dave said not to do that. But I may put a post about it saying I have the phone number and people can contact me for it. But anyway, also, there was an older lady and a younger lady there from Douglas, Georgia. And they were talking about how one of them lost their home, which I think was a mobile home, and they lost a bunch of pecan trees. They said that FEMA hasn't even put it on their website yet, because they're waiting on the governor to declare it a disaster area. So, they can't even get any help that way yet.
Our governor sucks.
Hey, Ark Wildman Survival, how are you doing? We had to do a little surviving ourselves. 4 days with no power, and no internet, and very spotty phone service, and of course no air conditioning, and we're in South Georgia heat. Thank goodness it wasn't in July or August when it's 100. And y'all, I have my Cash App posted, pinned up there, but that's only because people were asking me if they could donate. I am by no means begging or asking for money, but if you do want to help us out, we would appreciate it. And like I said, the Cash App is there.
We are far from being on vacation.
We're not enjoying this vacation because it's a imposed upon us vacation, and came at the end of the month when we're broke. So, the cash apps that we did get will definitely help us have a more enjoyable time this week. Luckily, my sister was generous enough to pay for the room, so we do have a hotel to stay in for a week, and that will help us quite a bit, because our power is still not going to be on until late Friday.
What are you trying to tell me, honey? Has Chloe ever just stared at you and like,
Honey, she is getting old. She barely
Like
can,
making eye contact.
she
with
barely can see. She barely can hear.
you. It's daddy.
She doesn't
Daddy
know,
is here.
she doesn't know where she
You know,
is
doggy
or what's
coming
going
with
on.
Daddy.
And that was part of the issue, having to bring the dog too, but I couldn't leave her there. So hot.
Daddy's
So hot for her, hot for us.
here. Yeah, it's daddy.
It's Daddy.
It's daddy. Can you say daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy.
I'm gonna go ahead and see what is around us. All right.
You want my help now to cover your head? Is that what it is? Let me see if that's it. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, I don't know.
Anyway, if I can get to Google, there we go. Let's do stores near me. They got a Piggly Wiggly, a Dollar General, a Circle K. Family Dollar. All right, let's see.
Man, I haven't been in a Family Dollar since about 1989, 88.
Let's just do Perry, Georgia. Oh, Walmart, okay. 14.6 miles from here is a Walmart Supercenter.
What's the name of the town? Gary?
Yeah. Perry, Georgia Walmart. Oh, I guess y'all can't make out my phone. Oh, 'cause it... No, still really can't see it. Oh, well. So let's do that. Stores in Perry. Whoops. Well, we have been on almost 2 hours. I'm going to get ready to end this live very soon. I want to Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for coming in today and spending this time with us.
It helps.
And
We've been isolated for
Thank
so long.
yeah. And thank you so much for watching our playlist and watching those ads. Thank you so much for the Cash Apps. I appreciate it so much. And everyone have a blessed day. Be safe. Look out for your neighbor if you can. And do something nice for somebody. And smile. Bye now. Well, maybe.